So this video is my semester look back, and I'm going to be answering a few questions. The first question is, what new skills have you learned? I would say that the new skill that I've learned is to think in dimension. I've only ever used art forms that are flat, not three-dimensional, and it's been really challenging to have to think in terms of space and how that's going to affect final product. I've never also constructed things with my hands, like built out three-dimensional shapes and models and prototypes, and that's been really interesting. And also very challenging. So I appreciated the new skills that I learned in working with different materials. What content in this course connects to other courses? I've taken an interaction design class, which actually went perfectly with this, and it's the Interaction Design 2 class. And basically in this class, we designed interfaces and systems, and my group designed a remodeled navigation system for the Dart. I actually built out a model of a prototype, a kiosk that we used for this project just this week, and it was really interesting how both classes went hand in hand, and I don't know how I would have known how to go about that, building that three-dimensional kiosk out of cardboard if I hadn't taken this class, so that's been really fun and interesting. What aspects of this course were the most challenging? Like I said, just thinking in terms of dimension, just that the objects that I was producing weren't just gonna like lay flat, and that people were gonna actually interact with these in space, that they were gonna be approached from different planes, and yeah, it's just been really challenging to rework the way my brain thinks in terms of space. What aspects of the course would I like to explore in the future? I do want to pursue a degree, a career in interaction design. I'm interested in building interfaces, and so the same way that in that interface design 2 class that we built out that prototype, I would assume that in the future I'll be doing more of that. So I would like to just keep learning how these two classes, these two fields intersect, and just how the skills that I have from this design 2 class can merge with my interaction design career field. What aspects of this course were the most meaningful? Again, just learning to work with my hands, learning to work with space and with different mediums. That's been really challenging, very different from working on the computer and creating files. Can you turn it on? Working with files and just two-dimensional planes. So yeah, that's been very different. My computer fell asleep. Okay, so how did you grow over the course? So over the course of the semester, I would say that the biggest growth that I saw in myself was that I started to embrace the challenge of building, the challenge of thinking differently. At the beginning of the semester, I was taken aback by the fact that we were going to be building things and working with materials like cardboard. I honestly thought, oh, did I sign up for the wrong class? Only to later find out like how meaningful it was. And so yeah, just having to get over like, this is what I know, and realizing that I was going to learn a brand new skill set and that it was going to be hard. I think that really allowed me to grow. Just having that growth mindset was really fun to develop. How do you see this class helping you in the future, in future classes? Well, I won't be taking any more classes. Thankfully, I'll be graduating this semester, and that's going to be really fun to just go out there in the world and see how I can apply this in the workspace. I don't really know what I'll end up doing. I think the EMAC degree is very varied and wide, and I have a lot of opportunities ahead of me. So it'll just be really interesting to see how in the future I get to use things that I learned both in Design 1 and Design 2 with Professor Minnish, to see how those skill sets prepare me for the workplace. But yeah, I really appreciated this semester, and I really appreciated you, Professor Minnish. I wish you just great things in the next year in 2018. Thanks.